Let's begin. Yeah, do this one. Seems about right. Alright, where are we at? Well, we talked to, the receptionist. Went to Mama's place, Marble. Left Marble. Went to MoMA. And then we saw So. And then from So, okay. Awesome. Awesome. That's right, we left off here. Because we left Mizuki at Marble. Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. So now we're going to Limnus Gate. Why? Oh, that's right, because the receptionist called saying Oda arrived. That's right. Yeah, we have to talk to him. Oh. 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 God. Like, Nomois, are you just doing that as a meme, as a joke, or do you actually hate him as much as I do?
This is all really suspicious.
What is?
Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. There's definitely something going on there.
It's a meme, but like, I'm not a fan. You see, I'm different. I just I don't even want to be associated with him. I cannot get behind that sort of mentality.
I agree. But I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings. We need to do further investigation.
Alright. Wheel. The steering wheel. Dashboard. The dashboard. Center console. Okay. We got the rearview mirror. The rearview mirror. You can see the scenery. Okay. The gear shift. The gear shift. Okay. Aiba. A girl in the passenger seat. A girl in the passenger seat. Roar like a lion.
Ah! Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here? So shiny, too.
You utter idiot.
I forgot about that.
It's me.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
But we can't see Mizuki stowing away in our car. No, unfortunately. She's at Marble.
Mizuki?
It's me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you... Mom?
They must have increased your dosage too much.
My dosage? Anyway, you're Aiba, right?
God damn, game. That's like the third time they mentioned his dosage.
Why are you here? Looking like that?
Seriously, like, just tell me, game.
I just thought I would protect myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
Yeah. All right. About your appearance.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Oh,
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it.
I will not,
Why not?
because I won't.
that's great. All right. So and MoMA are suspicious. I'm going to have to get used to this look.
I fear you would eventually grow tired of the other form as well. I just wanted to change my look a little. Think of it as a haircut.
Pretty drastic haircut.
Oh, all right. How is So related to the Kumakuras? Honestly, they are suspicious. Small form is best form, but they're both cute, you know.
As I said earlier, I completely agree that they are suspicious, but there is nothing currently linking them to the case.
That's true. We have no established motive. The victims were displayed, tied up on a horse, hung from the ceiling, and their left eyes taken out. We still don't know why.
It is possible that Shoko and Renju were disloyal to Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. They could have been killed and displayed as a warning. That would fit the current evidence.
Huh, maybe. But it doesn't feel right.
Yeah. How is So related to the Kumakuras?
I looked into that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
Left eye, the Eye of Destruction. Yes. The Eye of Wajet, too.
I see.
Apparently.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories, but would you like to hear them regardless?
Please.
Oh god, conspiracy theories.
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle. But 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere, in the Kawasaki district to be exact.
Okay.
He lived there until he was 40 years old. The Tsujima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen.
Damn.
The Tsujima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
So much about this Kawasaki district. We don't know what happened to the district. We just know that it's vacant. No one's allowed in there. Police guard it. And yeah. Yeah, like it's kind of weird that they made this game after what happened to Japan.
The explosion at the chemical plant.
There we go. So they
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area. And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value.
Damn.
What are your thoughts?
The timing is certainly suspicious.
Oh, I was about to. I didn't want to say anything. I was hoping you didn't catch it. I forgot they mentioned that before.
To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
There is another interesting fact. After the accident, So Tsujima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
He sold it. The explosion happened, and then purchased it back. That doesn't bode well.
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct.
So he has 30 billion yen.
Despite the horrific accident, the Tsujima family is no worse off.
True. But I don't see the point of it.
Bought it for cheap? Yes, it's all coming together all soon.
It's not like you got anything out of it.
That would be true, but there is more to this story. There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed...
Oh, come on.
We will have to continue this conversation later.
Oh.
I am receiving a call from headquarters.
God damn.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss? My name is Akaska from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case.
Are you? I thought I was.
There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier.
Oh, the phone call still happens. Fuck you, Akatsuki.
From a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
So Falco's still okay.
Prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
It still happens.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
So the fact that this phone call still happens does not look well for Pooter.
And if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is.
Because like we said, it was all like said that Renju helped number 89. But Renju's dead.
I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed.
Okay.
In other words,
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
yeah, I think he did. That's why I thought I should contact you.
That's gained a lot of context. Did you notice it? Yeah.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Hmm.
Do you think there's anything to this?
I don't know.
Hmm. Interesting. Lemnis Gate, Sunday, 5:59 p.m. Ugh.
Oh, Date.
Hmm. What criminal? What? What criminal? Wow, that's a word. What criminal could Falco not be talking about? Criminal. Yeah, chemical and criminal, all in one word. Go me. Go me. Woo! We don't know. I mean, us? That's impossible. The only one that we know that he could be talking about is the original Cyclops killer. But that's impossible, right? Could he not be talking about? Oh, could Falco not be talking? I don't know why I don't read. I don't read. I just see it and I just don't read it. Exactly, MO doesn't work. Yeah. We don't know. We don't know. Hmm. This is an eye before death or after. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I'm gonna let that sit there. Some more stuff will come out of it. We got like noise. Oh, we can't go back. So much context. Listen, hard to tell. Streaming and playing a game, alright? They'll come to me.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah, I just found out online. The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, so he found out before we told him. Or the other way, yeah.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom.
He was there, yeah, he was there.
And I just left her.
Yeah, Oda, yeah.
But I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother.
You still don't leave someone. You don't run away when, like, there's a dead body and the other person is still there.
I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
See a dead body. Leave the children behind with it. He's 24. He left a 12-year-old in front of a dead body. A large window. Wonderful. An abstract painting is on a display.
That one is called Lying, Wishing, Marking Demons.
An incomprehensible abstract painting is on display. How to plant.
Date, look! A little stink bug! Yay! A stink bug!
Emma has the tendency to get excited about bugs. Yes. How to plant. Company's logo. Sofa. A sofa.
One more bowl, please.
That would be soba.
Oh, God. A sofa, not soba. Stinky bug, oh, yes. Have you ever had one, like, stink near you? It is disgusting. Oh. It's a monitor, nothing on it. A high
That's just a high stool.
What about high school?
I said stool.
There are high stools around the table. A high table. Magazine rack. Lots of magazines in that rack. Featured how to get rich with cryptocurrency. Ah. I'll definitely be taking that one. I mean, no. Vending machine. A lot of different drinks are in the vending machine. Oh, okay. Door. A door. There's probably an office back there. Not that I recall. Good. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, that's Runedoyer.
Who is that?
Runedoyer's video is playing. Okay. That's the reception desk. The girl with the big tits is sitting behind the counter. Yes, that's what I've decided to call her. Not to her face, of course. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
girl with the big tits.
Excuse me?
Shit, I said it to her face.
I want to run away and never look back.
Oh my god. The girl with the big... Okay. Nice. You're cute.
You get asked out a lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk. You should be an idol.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
But despite my looks, I am a bit too old to be an idol. I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
36. Oh my god. They have the good genes in this game, apparently. Look at that smug face. Oh man.
You're kidding.
That's so good. Do you want to get some food sometime?
Hey now, that's awfully aggressive. You're an alpha type, aren't you?
Oh.
I kinda like that.
And I kind of like you.
Oh, but there is one little thing you should know about me. I'm a reptilian. Is that going to be a problem?
Damn it. There's lizard people in this game, apparently.
What's a reptilian?
A reptilian humanoid alien. They are said to be shapeshifters that take on human form.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a problem.
Oh, too bad.
How about you? Blah, blah, blah. It's Oda. Yeah, it is. Where have you been?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a doujin store to look at the new releases.
Of course he did. You don't go online for that? Come on. And before she meant some astrological sign and said it wrong. I didn't want to mention that, employees. We know she's dumb. We don't want to make her look dumber. Where's Pingu with this? He would have loved that.
And I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads.
She'll do a good job at that herself. True. True.
You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my life.
About Renju's case about Mizuki. Let's see here. Thank you for the call.
No problem. After all, it means we get to see each other again.
I'm glad.
Where is Iris?
She's recording a podcast right now. Looking at her schedule, it should end soon.
Okay. Cool. That.
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
Be a cold motherfucker.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall.
I'm joking.
You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
Wait.
You better start talking.
Wait. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I forgot about that. He, Oda was, what is it? Sock puppeting? Iris's Twitter and defending himself. Or defending Iris against himself. Yeah, that was before Mizuki's, sync. That's right.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's what made me really hate him. I already disliked him based on how he was talking. And how, I mean, 24 and just all that other stuff. But yeah, then after that, I was just like, fuck you, dude. Totally just did not want to even remember that part, I guess.
And I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him. A man.
The thermal thing doesn't do... It doesn't do shit if I just see the glimpse after they've lied. I gotta see it change. He's getting colder.
No. A woman.
I don't need this. That's obvious right there.
Okay, look. I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Uh-huh.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
Well, I've read a few articles. But, I mean, I've read worse than murder.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Thank you, Date.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
Why is she a savior to him? About Mizuki.
Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
What? You met Mizuki?
I know Mizuki.
Oh, at the interrogation.
That's right. He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain. Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning earlier.
Have you heard of an idol with yeah. That's a very specific it's very specific. So we don't know. We just don't know about that, especially with this route.
You're sick, Date.
What?
Questioning? That sounds dirty. If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would describe a sexy scene.
How about a shovel-forward streamer killing someone? That I can totally see.
What kind of novels are you writing, kid?
Okay, that was it. Alright, cool. Glad I did it then. A savior.
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block.
Of course you did.
And I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. It was the lowest point of my life.
What?
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing.
Wait. Is the negativity of him about him, or was the negativity about A-Set? I think it was about him, but like...
And it made me realize something important. You don't have to care what people think, you know?
Wow! What a revelation! You don't have to care what people think? That is mind-boggling. The power of dance. The power of dance definitely got him.
If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have.
Not really. Not really.
After that, I became a huge A-Set fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired.
That's stupid.
A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down.
Oh my god, he called himself an otaku. That term is... That's the bad term, Oda. That's the bad term.
So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
Uh-huh. Slow down, I didn't say Iris was the murderer.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
Yeah, no, I know the devs are totally aware that that term is the bad term. But I guess he's self-aware. It's just I haven't the non-Americanized version. I haven't heard someone actually call themselves an otaku, at least over there. Like they'll totally say like a shut-in, or you know, the other one's not like specifically that one. I guess there's worse ones. You could call yourself. So I don't know. I just hate him, so I'm just gonna destroy him.
But
do it for Iris.
What time did Renju and Iris leave the building?
around 6:15, I guess.
Yes, Nemois, yes.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
And what did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it was reserved.
I figured I would just go home.
What happened?
Huh?
Date.
Wait. What? By who, Pooter? We don't know.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you.
Do we know ASAT? Do we know ASAT? Now. Yes, we do. Right? Because we went to her house. They said, you bet. So we had our dream in Hitomi's house. We went to her house. So yeah, I'm guessing we know ASAT already. Okay. I got confused there for like what was happening. Okay. Hey Yoshi, welcome. Welcome to this strange game. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, we've met her. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I am doing great. We're a bit of in a mind funk, in a mind fuck right now because this game is super weird, and we love it. Okay, but how you doing? I was lurking in your channel today.
Come with me.
Police headquarters, Sunday, 8:23 p.m. Dun dun. Ooh, Lurky boy. Oh yeah. We're all busy. So now we're interrogating ASAT. Interesting. I like clean like
Iris,
the whole house today.
I'm going to ask you some questions.
Be busy, nothing more to it. Yeah, right. I like clean the whole house today, so.
Please answer honestly.
Yeah. So we're interrogating ASAT, but she has a brain tumor that makes her believe in whatever crazy stuff comes out of that. I wonder if this is going to affect that.
However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly.
I need to be in your channel more, Yoshi.
I'm just looking for the truth. And I would appreciate your cooperation.
Okay. And look around. Mirror. A two-way mirror. There's a small room on the other side of the mirror, but you can't see it from here. Okay. Desk. A desk in the middle of the room. Wow. Pipe. There are pipes on the walls of the room. Excuse me. Of the room. A security camera. The interrogation room has 2 surveillance cameras. This is one of them. The other is installed near the doorway. I just burped and talked. I'm sorry.
This is the camera used to record the interrogation.
Bored. Just kind of came out of me.
Images captured by this camera are sent to the database in real time. It is later saved permanently on our servers. You can remotely control it as well.
Ooh. For interrogation, this is facing Iris. Alright. We all know I meme on Darth without taking the steering reel. I do, however, give the wheel a nudge every now and again. Yeah. That's why you're mud. And you have Twitch knowledge, Nemois. It's such an ass. Nightbot is apparently sentient now. Wait, why did Nightbot do that? Why did Nightbot do that twice in a row? Oh god. It's time, guys. It knows too much. We're gonna die. Alright. Iris looks nervous. It's understandable, of course, after suddenly being taken to a place like this. Is Oda's story true? You used to work at Sunfish Pocket, right? When did you find out Renju was killed? Do you have an alibi for last night? You used to work at Sunfish Pocket, right?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
Nightbite scares all.
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
About the surveillance camera?
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say?
Is Oda's story true?
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes. Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket, ASAP.
Uh-oh, Stinky. When Nightbot talks to me. Oh, I don't have my mask with me. I guess I'm gonna die by Nightbot.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there.
5 p.m.
I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
Okay. What were you doing with Renju?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there. But the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before, especially with important people being there.
When did Renju die again? What was it, about like 8? It was a couple hours after Shoko. It was 1 a.m. Oh, 1 a.m.? Well, I think... Didn't they discover him at 1 a.m.? Or was it at 8? That I'm thinking. We'll discuss the time now here. Oh wait, no, actually, we can look. File. Persons. Renju. Does it say anything about that? No, I don't think it says anything about that. That sucks. Pulling up my notes. No, I'm confused. You have notes? Oh my god, of course you do. Case file. Dante sinking into... Took... It doesn't say time. Does not say time anywhere. That sucks. Renju died 2 hours after that. She died at 5 p.m. I was right. Nice. I was right about something. Rigor mortis, yeah. Yeah, that rigor mortis is a bitch. Alright. Do you have an alibi for last night?
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
Oh, there we go.
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Iba, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Huh.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
Or that her brain tumor is not making her heat body rise.
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
So an hour after he met Iris. Our body time can be irregular. Yeah.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night.
No, there it is, 8 p.m. Boom.
If Iris' story is true, she couldn't have done it.
There is another possibility.
Wait, so if Renju reserved out the sunfish pocket, and he wanted Iris there with him, Renju was dead at the... Okay, so if he was at sunfish pocket... But his body was moved there. He didn't die at sunfish pocket.
Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
You mean...
She met him at 6 p.m. Still, I mean... Too many things to consider right now. Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris' mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
Monsters. Oh, I'm So Sejima. Probably at So's, yeah. I'll stream all the new Monster Hunter stuff when the updates settle down. I'll like do that like all in a bunch. Probably after this game, because I wanted to finish Persona and I really wanted to play this game. So I'd love to do it with you guys. Yeah, we definitely. Come on. Question marks. That's all right. Like right now, new layered armor. Let's see.
However, we have nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night?
Yeah. When did you find out Renju was killed?
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
Especially when you're nice. UC got the new Rose Festival. Sync till next month is in. Yeah, well, there we go. What did you do after you turned him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura at 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What does Kerr look like?
What do you think, Aiba?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized. Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true.
Yeah.
Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's messed up, but it may help or hurt her, yeah. And, yeah. Because I know, some people are just exact. Like, they know exactly what they do every day at what time. And they're good for they're good for catching criminals, bad for themselves.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday. But how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point.
A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible. You see,
Oh shit! Iris could have killed Renju because where Renju was murdered, discovery of Renju's weight, sedation, elevator record, Renju's watch, oil drum.
a heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body.
PC and PS4 are synced? Oh, sweet! We didn't know Renju was murdered on the other path. We did not know. Could Boss have killed, could have been murdered? Boss, like I said last stream, Boss just kind of disappeared. Like the last thing we saw of her, the last thing we saw of her was in her office. And then last time we got a phone call, but that was it. For like the last hour or two, she did not exist. Awesome, finally PC is up with PS4.
Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Disappeared too on the other path. He did, but he might have not disappeared. He could have just been at Sunfish Pocket. But why would someone string him up like that in order for it to not show? Like, that's supposed to be seen the way he was strung up. So
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone. But with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
yeah,
Ingenuity?
put the hook in, attach the wires, and boom. Renju's weights, elevator record, Renju's watch, oil drum.
Renju's estimated TOD is yesterday, around 8 p.m. Numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat and face indicate strangulation. The weapon used to commit the murder was some kind of twisted cloth. The criminal likely wrapped it around Renju's neck and pulled. Renju then suffocated. The more precise cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. In short, Renju was strangled from behind with some kind of cloth or rope.
You already got that down. Okay, so his weight. Renju weighed approximately 160 pounds. Oh, great. Discovery?
Renju's corpse was discovered at the maid cafe Sunfish Pocket.
Fill the kegs until he is lifted up. Yeah?
Hanging from a beam on the ceiling by a wire. He was found over the counter. The wire was attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw. The other end was attached to beer kegs found on the floor.
This is it.
The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid. They weigh approximately 55 pounds each.
That's it.
It went like this. First, Renju was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then, what do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible.
But that 5 pounds difference, that's what concerns me. Is like obviously yes, it would weigh him down, but why only 5 pounds more? I don't know. I would have been like, let's do like 50 pounds. Let's do another beer keg. Why not?
But
But there is one more thing.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him. If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
It's really close. Could have been 1 by 1 until it worked, but I don't think she did. No, I don't think Iris did it either. I'm just saying about the crime scene in general. To do 5 pounds extra, that's like an in case. We already discussed that. We already said that, like, they knew Renju closely. Maybe Pooter did it because of the prototype sync machine. Maybe he's on using that sync machine with Renju, and obviously you need to know certain aspects of the person to even go in sync in order to get, you know, like, to either put it in sleep or other stuff like that.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
Oh god, okay. Unfortunately for her, she could have. To move the body.
Sunfish Pocket is located on the 2nd floor.
Then, though it makes no sense. We're missing the obvious choice then?
According to the records, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, the elevator stopped on the 2nd floor only once. At 8:55 p.m., the total weight detected in the elevator was approximately 310 pounds.
Okay, it's this one? Maybe. And... no, maybe. Question is, how did Iris move the corpse? Where Renju was murdered?
The autopsy determined that Renju vacated his bowels for muscle relaxation upon death. However, no trace of this was found on the corpse or at the scene.
Who has Renju theoretically favored and knew well for a long time? Well, we have Date. Been checking around a bit on. I'm going to play stream it this next week. Probably was a bit lurking. Yeah, probably get on it sometime this weekend. Oh, okay.
This means that it is highly likely Renju was killed elsewhere and moved to where he was found.
Yeah, I still need to get Master Rank 100 on my main. A watch, maybe.
I
Or
know this
Oldham?
watch. It's Renju's favorite. I found it inside an oil drum at Sunfish Pocket. That means...
The oil drum inside Sunfish Pocket, the type that has a lid you can open, with about a 200-liter capacity. Empty, it weighs approximately 44 pounds.
But, alright. Maybe. Why does it say maybe? How did Iris move the corpse? Elevator. Do we need something beforehand? This could have something to do with it, but I need more to support my theory. Maybe.
You have to prove that Iris could have moved Renju's body. That is your current task. This will not help you accomplish that.
How did she do it? So it has something to do with the oil drum, because the watch was in there. Wow, that's a lot of MR. You are the nud, yes. Oil drum sedation? Isn't relevant. Yeah, that was a... Oh, and Renju watch. Yeah, okay, that was obvious. That was obvious. I was thinking too far ahead.
Do you know what this is? It's Renju's favorite watch.
That Date dude, though. Me want him? Nice, Georgie. Yorshi.
This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
I love Date, so.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
Iris looks like an... Yorshi? She's a shovel forge streamer and an idol. Yeah.
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure, just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed.
I know she's a teenager, but why would she even say you don't have any witnesses?
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
But this boss lady, though, whoa, no, Yorshi, that is obvious. That is totally obvious. Trust me. Like you. Wow, Nemois, yeah.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Are you mocking me?
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me.
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
My eyeball? No eyeball. No eyeball. No Iba. Though that's where the name came from.
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
She got some real... like some real hunker. Fucking some... Oh my god, Yorshi. That's a video? I'm not aware of this video.
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Yeah,
Why do you say that?
Why do you say that? The elevator. There we go, elevator. Need 3 pieces of evidence total. There are others. Elevator. Renju's weight. This isn't enough. I need another clue. And, I'll watch that later. Thank you, Nemois. Where Renju was murdered, Renju's autopsy reports sedation or oil drum. We already showed the oil drum, though. Oil drum? Or, Oh,
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
On the 2nd floor.
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the 2nd floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310.
This doesn't look good.
Why are you...
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs to throw us off the trail.
Only stops on the 2nd floor once every week for Iris. Oof. This game seems interesting. Oh, you have no idea, Yorshi. There's multiple paths you can take. We took the bad path, where we save Iris from being murdered twice, but then she just eventually dies twice. This time, you'll just see.
However,
if you really want to watch it, they're on my YouTube.
Date, stop. Iris is acting strange.
Sorry.
Don't turn around.
Why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall.
Wait a minute. Are we gonna find out? Lots of endings, yes.
There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod.
Goddamn Unimoise. She crying? I don't know.
I hacked each to gain access to their recordings.
Do you even need to hack them, Iba?
Look at this.
You know I have. It's me! Aw. It is me. Is it me? Who is this handsome male model? Oh, just me. I can see myself. Camera. Wait, what? I didn't know that would go to this. It's a me.
Ah, shit. Iris, what are you thinking? What is that thing? Hey, answer me, Iris.
She's definitely hiding something, Date. Sync with her.
Oh shit, really? Okay, well.
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. The medication is working perfectly.
Pooter. Yes.
How about it, Date? Think you can do it?
Not a problem. Get it started.
The time limit is 6 minutes. So before time is up,
I know.
then let's begin.
Okay. All right, Yoshi. This is where the game is like wild. So you like them thick lips? Well. She was texting Oda. This is the warehouse. Right? This is...
What is this place?
It looks depressing. How is this related to Iris?
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
That's Iba, my left eyeball. As you can see, Date, he has green eyes, but his left eye was removed 6 years ago. We have no clue what happened to him. He might be the original Cyclops killer. That's another factor. And it's an artificial intelligence eyeball that is connected to my brain. And yeah, you should really watch the beginning of this game.
Somnium scan. Activate.
There's so much to cover. Mental lock number 1. Okay. Number 2. The windows. Number 3. And number 4. Sinking in the vein. Discover Iris's secret. A mysterious room, videos, and a strange device. You may be able to find the truth. The truth is out there. Okay. We have 2 things to even talk about here. Doors. Let's see what we got here.
A double door.
Tackle open. Not now. There we go. Wait, can you scroll backwards? No. Wait a minute. We got two forks. Oh shit. This is where the game has multiple routes. We have two right here. The door or this. Well, let's do the TV.
A CRT TV.
What my folks, what I miss? Oh, well, we're in Iris's sink. She was texting Oda in the interrogation. And now we're syncing with Iris, and we're in that cold storage warehouse, I think. And all we have is a TV and a door. So this is where we get the multiple routes on this section. Hit, spin the dial. Oof, we get that. Spin the dial. Yeah, nothing. Oh. Oh.
Stop!
Have a good one, Yoshi. Thanks for stopping by. The fuck?
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
Yeah.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Oh shit, which route do we take? Oh shit. Saw the murder video. This took a turn. Okay. You have a mirror. You still have the door. You have a torso and a gun.
A torso with a head.
Yeah, we had no other choice. No other choice.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Choke, push, hit. Shit. Push. But it's worrisome, yeah.
No use.
Yeah, this might be a bad route, but this will give us more information.
Their guard is up. You have to loosen them up first.
What do you mean?
The traditional approach would be to start with a massage.
If you are not going to help, should I choke you instead?
You should try that on them. They might be into that.
Date, please stop.
Oh shit. Nope. Just lost a whole bunch of time.
A torso with a head.
Okay, now hit, choke. Choke.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
What?
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
This might make us go to a very, very dark place. Strangled the body. Yeah, we're going somewhere. Yeah, we're on. I think we were on bath salts right now. How convenient. I'm in Florida. Yeah, bad. Here we come.
3 minutes, Date.
Medicine bottle, operating table, TV. There's a gun. Well, medicine bottle.
A drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
Chug, investigate, smell. Smell.
A syrupy smell, like sweet almonds.
Syrup? You think they were baking a cake or something?
If it isn't syrup, it's nitroglycerin.
Oh shit.
Why is that here?
Nitroglycerin reacts violently upon light impact.
Damn.
It needs to be mixed to lower its sensitivity.
Mixed with what?
Acetone.
Acetone?
It is best that we do not disturb this for now.
Right.
Okay. That's something.
An operating table.
Perform surgery, sleep, investigate. Perform surgery.
Who do you intend I operate on?
Can you just pretend to do it?
Pretend to do it?
Do the most ridiculous ones. That's how I go about it. Might need a restart, we'll have to see. Sorry, pop my fingers. This is really interesting right now.
Nothing's happening. How disappointing.
Damn. I thought it might trigger a memory to recreate itself or something.
Perhaps you should abandon that line of thinking.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
It's an operating.
Sleep, investigate. We might need a restart. But let's see what we could else do.
A full body mirror.
A look, punch, talk. Let's punch.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
This is clearly, yeah, but before you do, check things. Yeah, no, totally.
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert.
Okay.
You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
You have 1 minute
A
left.
full body.
Look, talk. Talk.
Can you talk? Can you talk?
Whoa.
What? Don't copy me.
What? Don't copy me.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Why do I have to get called a pervert? And twice?
Oh, nothing.
A full body. It's an operating. The fabric on the surface is frayed. It appears to be in use despite its age.
It's a clue. It's a clue.
They did surgery here?
Surgery or worse.
A reflection of you. Oh my god. No
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
It's strung up like it's, you know, like intended. Jump.
Weekly Shonen?
Don't say it.
I did the best I could. I am not a cyborg, and thus I cannot reach that height. This is not my fault.
Nobody's blaming you.
A revolver.
Investigate.
It is a pistol. It appears to be fixed with a vise.
Why would this be here?
What's this? The trigger. There is a stick in the hole of the trigger guard.
That's suspicious.
Yeah. Huh. So nothing with the gun. TV?
An old television.
Turn the dial. We have a lot of time. We've really used a lot of our time.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
She's 18.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
Time's up.
Okay. So let's go back here. We know what to do from there. Yeah, she would have been a child then, yeah. Okay, we did... So we did this one. We, oh yes. We go to the torso.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
So we choke it. Unless she killed at 12. Seems unlikely, but we don't know who the original Cyclops killer is. She could have been a witness.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
Why not? Why not? I can think of nothing. I can't think of anything else of why she would have these memories. Like, unless she just went into case files and shit. Or Falco done something, or Renju did something. You never know. Turn the dial. Is it in reading and news? Well, but why would she know the faces? Well, on the news, yeah, but
that video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer.
But like, the act of it, you know, they don't show that stuff.
It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
So probably gonna be another torso that we have to do, because I don't see. There's a gun. There's the gas medicine mirror torso. Okay, so we probably have to do something with that torso to find another television.
A torso similar to a fashion mannequin.
Keyword delusional. I mean, do you recall the power of No, I do, but like, well, because what we saw, she believed Nyza Loss was real because as a kid she read a conspiracy theory book. There has to be supply for the delusion. At least in her case. Punch, push, choke. Let's choke.
You have bad taste.
The news? But why would they show the videos of, you know, the thing?
Just do it, please.
Unless you just thought of it and just heard about everything. You know, there's still that, like you're saying.
I see. This isn't doing anything for them.
Do you wish to continue?
No, we're done with the choking.
A torso.
3 minutes, Date.
Thank you. Punch. It really is hard. Oh. TV.
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
While you were unconscious, a television and an old book appeared.
Want to get off this ride.
If my calculations are correct, it will be over soon.
Let's hope you're right.
Hit the torso. So we have a book. And a TV now. Worn out reference book. This might supply something.
It is a thick book.
Read.
It has not been well preserved. Most of the ink has faded.
Can you tell what kind of book it is?
It is probably a book on... insects! It's a book on insects!
Don't get excited. I know how you love bugs. Does this book belong to Iris?
I didn't know she liked insects, and to read the book so often that it wears out.
Well, we can't prove it's Iris's.
True. We cannot conclude anything.
Okay.
You
That
have
was
less
worth
than
it.
2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
That was worth it
An
just for Iba.
old-fashioned TV.
So... turn the dial.
Please. Help me. Help me.
But... the fact that the pictures
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops
are just
killer.
over their faces does prove a little bit of something that Iris was watching the news. That's probably what you were saying, Nemois. But the acts don't align up. Their eyeballs were removed. Was it said they were removed after or before?
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing.
After?
Did her imagination explain that?
Okay.
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
Okay, that opened... went a little bit more. So the locker, I guess, since it showed it.
Just a locker.
Open. Open. Keep up with the MOs.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
The gun. No, I have you guys. That's why. Plus, you'll tell me when it's needed. Yeah, right. Ruby Goldberg's device. With just balls, though. Can it really be called that, though? If it's just using the balls? Okay. Huh. The gun, I think, is the gun pointing at the mirror or the operating table? You were saying right? Medicine bottle. The mirror. Huh.
that is...
you guys see that? Vain disassociated persona achievement. Yeah. That's Date. But what, he was the he was watching. We did call it, if true. Yeah, we did call it. But
What happened in that Somnium?
But we don't know though. Because of what Iris like thinks, believes, all the other stuff. I don't know about that one, Chief.
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
The blood splatter was on him, yes. I was concerned about the coloring of the 2 individuals. One was red, one was blue. And I'm remembering back which one was doing most of the killing. Although that was too far. Yeah. We'll have to continue on.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago. Are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium?
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Yeah, okay, I see now. They better tell me what happened 6 years ago with me. They gotta. They have to now.
Hey, did you hear something just now?
It must be in your head.
Say the mirror showed you. You did say that, but it's not what you meant. And it showed you. Yeah. Well, yeah. It showed you after it was shot at, but it showed the mannequin you.
Date, can you turn on the TV? Videodrone is about to start.
What's Videodrone?
You haven't seen Videodrone? It's a cult classic.
I haven't seen it, and that's not a TV anyway.
Okay. I half meant that actually. Yeah. But I didn't think we'd shoot it. Yeah, neither. Okay. Hooter. Looks like his usual self. The red figure from the sink.
In the Somnium earlier.
So we're gonna reawaken in this route, huh?
I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
Liar. Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris' Somnium?
The Sinker does not always experience the Somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
Yeah, right, I know.
When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia. And why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
Sure you can. About original and new.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
But I don't trust you, Peter. Alright. If he removed their right eyeball... If Dante removed their right eyeball after he killed them the way he did, whatever happened to his left eyeball, maybe... If Dante was to kill Renju and Shoko, he took away their left eyeball because he doesn't have a left eyeball. But then again, there's the prototype sync machine. But that's just what I thought. I don't believe it. And why is he so sure? It's because you put an AI to track them in the original Cyclops killer eye socket, right? Right? About the original Cyclops killer.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The
That was this
original
morning.
Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified.
I dare just, yeah, no, I don't believe we're the killer at all. But... but that could be a reason.
That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing.
But we're almost certainly the original Cyclops killer. Yeah.
But in reality, it was dropped completely.
Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris' Somnium?
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Huh. Are all memories real? Hi, boss. Boss has a serious look on her face. The blue figure from Sync.
Help me understand this.
Man, Nightbot is active tonight. I think I need to change some settings.
What I saw during the sync earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
Wouldn't Aiba know?
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye.
Oh my god, you might be right, Nemoise. This route might make Date, like, just snap.
So you steal them from others.
She should know, but only if she's in on this. Alright, Nightbot, that's enough. That's enough. Every other line, come on. Alright, I'm gonna turn that timer off. Since it's being stupid. Disable. There we go. There we go. What did he say?
So you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
Maybe. Much better.
You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
That's what I was thinking, actually. That's what I was thinking. About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
But I need to know. Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris' Somnium?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all 4?
She does also have to... Yeah. What about the original Cyclops serial killings?
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
Damn it.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
Really.
Really? I have Cooter one more question. Are all memories real? No.
Cooter, you said that memories happen in reality, right?
Not all memories are real.
But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
Did Uncle bring Iris into work like every day? Almost bring your adopted daughter to work day. Oh man, nothing like bringing my daughter to assassination. Wonderful.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Summarize. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boston Pewter. Nope. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Peter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sink room. Hi, Nilly.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sink does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
Nilly, come here. She's like very curious for some reason today. Getting stuff she shouldn't have, right? Yeah.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
So if Abyss is supposed to be like this secret thing for the police, why do we like have every subject wake up in the room?
You cannot decline, Date.
Hey, at least we get to talk to her mom again. See what's up. Okay, here we go.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
You know about that place?
I mean, they don't recall what happened to them, so no harm, no foul. But wouldn't they question, what the fuck is this machine?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is she sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. Okay, but why was she texting during the thing? That doesn't bode well for you. Marble, Sunday, 9:41 p.m. Yeah, I know, 19 and yeah, delusions, but come on. When I walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Oda sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Why are you here? God, that's okay. Just release your demons and become Killer 2.0. God, I fucking hate. All right, a stool, counter, the bar counter, beer tap, a beer tap. Menu. It's a menu. It has writing on the back. There are bottles lined up on the counter. Shelves. There are bottles over on the shelf. Okay. Poster. There's a poster on the wall. Flyer. There's a flyer. A flyer. Woo. Sofa. A sofa. There's a table in front of the sofa. Blackboard. The specials are written on the chalkboard. Okay. Picture. A pitch. Any special. Yep. Refrigerator. Radio. There's a movie fan. Okay. That's all. Now where the fuck do you want, Oda? It looks like he's bothered by something. Yeah, I'm with her. That's it. Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance.
Pooter.
She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble. Oh, there we go. Oh, wrong button. Iris is sitting next to me. You called Oda here?
No, I didn't tell him to come. He just showed up on his own.
Uh-huh. Pooter. I never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier.
Can you just say you were talking with her earlier? Not nihiling. No one says I was Facebooking with her earlier or anything like that. I was WeChatting. Even though that's done by Facebook, so.
She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did.
Of course.
Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota.
Well, I say texting. Same thing, right? Well, texting is fine. That's what you're doing. Texting isn't like an app or anything like that. It's what you're doing. It just sounds weird to say it like otherwise. Like whatever app you're using, like you can just say you're talking to someone. Texting implies that you're, you know, on mobile, on your phone, either out somewhere or something like that. So, I don't know.
It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing.
What about tweeting? Well, no one goes out and says, oh, I was tweeting you, or I was tweeting her. No one, the way he said it, no one says it like that. That's what I'm saying. So, you can say, oh, I saw a tweet about this. That's fine. Or they even have like a citation now. For if you need a tweet for a paper you're writing, there is a specific way to cite it. Some people say that. Yeah, and I hate that. I hate that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I was tweeting with her. No.
That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
Slide into those DMs.
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Damn it. When we get to know information, something happens. What the fuck? I'm honestly kind of glad we took this route. I want to keep the good route at the end. Marble, Monday, 2:48 a.m. Then what happened to Mama then? When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa. Suddenly release your inner demons. Oh, I will. Don't tempt me.
Where am I?
My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. Mama? I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. Gonna be that guy. Stun guns don't work that way. Oh, I know. You don't pass out from a stun gun. But we also have Aiba in our eye socket. Maybe the shock sent a shock to her, and that's what like got us out. But that's just the game right there. So we can't describe it any other way. A sofa. Blackboard. This one. Chalkboard. Table. Flyer. Poster. Okay. Going through it all again. Beer tap. A beer tap. Okay, that's fine. Definitely trying to overthink a tree. Yeah, I know. But that's the only way I would think a stun gun would make you go unconscious. Mama is polishing the dried bonito. What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
She doesn't know. Where's Oda?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Yay, safe mode.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Iris.
That's the cold storage warehouse. Let's unleash the beast, yes.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
I think the moment ran out of marble. Yeah, she is breathing, but she also lost her left eye. Oda?
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time.
So Iris is about to be a part of a...
That sick bastard!
What the fuck? Why the hell is there a polar bear?
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Stay away from Tessa!
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what's got me. A polar bear. I don't think we'll like the ending. Yeah. I kept my foot on the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time has passed? The feeling of time itself has disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Yeah, drink up, everybody.
No.
Okay, it's not
Can't be.
It's not on repeat.
No.
Because the thing's lower
Stop.
now.
No!
How many times is Iris gonna die? Jesus. So they also synced? We don't know. I mean, yes, her left eye is missing, but at that point, it could mean anything. Harbor Warehouse District, Monday, 3:35 a.m. Nope, apparently not. But that was Oda's car. Yeah, I was like, there's no way Oda was able to get him down, get whoever was in the polar bear suits. Either he was in the polar bear suit the whole time, or police headquarters Monday 10:02 a.m. Or someone else killed Oda while Oda killed Iris. What the fuck is going on?
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this.
They're faking their death and using it as a
But it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble. And about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
We don't know if this is even... We don't know if this route is gonna even continue.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit.
It'll go on for a bit, but I don't think it can uphold itself.
Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Wait, there's more to that? Okay. Okay. Oda had no incentive to kill Renju. What about the polar bear costume?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
Oda's behavior during the video.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
While wearing the polar bear costume? Oda had no
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it.
Incentive. Got it.
Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
But why Shoko?
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Oda had no incentive to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Aiba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
Why wouldn't he go for the ice-cutting machine in the first place?
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims, but Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
It just doesn't explain why. Obviously, we don't know why he stun gunned us and ran off, and whatever that thing is.
What connects these 3?
No one wants to sink, right?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Oda's mother, Mayumi. Moma, Kumakura. Iris's mother, Hitomi. Renju and Shoko's daughter, Mizuki. We know Shoka and Moma were in on something together. We know what it is. Oda's mother, Mayumi, no idea what that is. Iris' mother, Hitomi. Hitomi with number 89 or Date. And then, but she also knew Renju.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way.
Oh, that's okay.
No
That's
matter
what we're
what
talking
the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Sorry, I didn't catch what she said. I'm avoiding.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
Yes, there is. So.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris. Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemna's Gate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. Yeah. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him. Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims.
Go through all of them.
Shoko and Renji were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is 0 possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Oh, wow. Okay. Case closed for now. Nope, not yet. We have all these places to go to. Not closed. Well, always start back at the scene, right? Always start back at the scene. Cold Storage Warehouse, Monday, no specific time. I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. All right. I'd say that's a good place to take a break. Good place to take a break. What's going on? So... those are boxes. Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. I don't see any clues here. Oil drum and oil drum. Unlikely to be a clue. Policeman. Police officer. Any progress?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Excuse me. There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it. Box, a wooden box on the shelf. There's an empty. It's empty. Shelves.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
There's nothing particularly suspicious. Forklift B. A forklift. I don't see anything about it.
This
A.
forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Interesting. Layer of ice. Kagami. We're gonna get to that. A hook is hanging from the ceiling crane. Okay. Inspector. Inspector's doing his duties as usual. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Oh, no, I guess not this time. Alright. An evidence marker. It's a little marker that puts you in the evidence scene. Yep, okay. Bloodstain B. Is this Oda's blood? Bloodstain A. Iris and Oda's blood.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse.
There's Wi-Fi at this warehouse?
Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner.
Can't harass Kagami, I know!
However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Oh, wow. Workbench.
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Okay. Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume, then finally cut open by the ice-cutting machine.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju.
So?
The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
To end Metro's search for the killer.
Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Iris and Ota were sliced in two by this ice-cutting machine. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
It plays the Shovel Forge again, or apparently Iris is cut in two.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
Let's use for the stream. Those are top seat. The bodies aren't here anymore. Big machine. Okay. I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I let them know, then left the warehouse. Timing, yeah. I know. I didn't pick a location. Yes, of 6 minutes. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. Pewter? And was the prototype near here in the other route? The prototype sync machine was in an abandoned warehouse, I think next to Bloom Park. So I think not. Nowhere close. What is he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little...
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
You're gonna rescind that, I see. Gonna get it, hopefully.
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Hopefully Ibo will help us with that. Or he'll make us unconscious
Let me
again.
explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice.
Uh-huh.
One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
I was wondering when he'd come back into this.
They each had a role to play.
Because even Moma said after that hit to his head for Rohan, wasn't the same anymore.
The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Oh. So we're getting the murder. Yep. Yeah, we might be. Barrier, hologram barrier. Water. The water of Tokyo Bay. Policeman, a police officer. Okay. Box, wooden box. Containers, side containers. Crane. Okay. Really grimly serious. Why did the Cyclops case get classified? Philander Giggle released us.
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Who is the murderous psychopath? Or about Rohan? Who's the murderer?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust.
I know that.
It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do.
Dosage. I know.
However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
I wonder what that action is.
What was it?
Achievement. Appendix. Analyst. Analyst?
Murder.
Of course, come on.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
Yeah. That's obvious.
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Or 2 o'clock murder.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them.
12. I know. How old was Iris when that all happened? 12.
He needed to have them, to make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye.
I know a lot of this stuff is coming together with you know, the numbers.
From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
Untreated. Definitely.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89?
Falco. Uncle.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
Unless Pewter isn't saying anything. Huh. Okay, I mean... Okay. Since fall isn't, but who is giving it to us and why? Yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fully make sense. I can see it being that, but it's not entirely. Why should you see the diner Monday? The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. Okay. I don't think we're gonna get anything. Not for our usual stuff, okay. Mayumi. Oh my god, nothing. I'm sorry to interrupt.
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report.
Even if the other route is actually fully different, there's no way that Pooter would risk releasing one of the original Cyclops killers for Rinju, even if he was alive. Yeah. There's no knowing. We just gotta keep going.
Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Sagan residence. Abihitomi. Let's go there. Sagan residence Monday. When I visited Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. Is composed. She's hiding her sorrow deep in her heart. Yeah. She's gentle. She's gentle but strong.
Ota was one of my students.
Probably won't be much, if any, better. Yeah.
I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words. Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But... why?
Hitomi.
For a picture book.
My entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please. Tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger.
That's right. Yeah, the Falco.
I visit them a few times a year.
They dated.
And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
Hmm.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
All right. Dante residence. Yeah, it's not emotional. Oh, Dante was Monday. Mizuki curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. School bag. Iron pipe. Favorite metal pipe. We're all over this game, seriously. Man. Alright. Mizuki. Staring at the floor.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course.
Now that I think of it, though, the hardest part to explain is actually right in front of us at the moment. It's not Mizuki, the moist.
The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
She certainly didn't seem so. But I can't stay by her side
Aiba,
forever.
contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. It was a point, why do we, regardless of who we are, live with a child who, until recently, had 2 living parents? Do you remember the conversation with Renju and Date at Marble? They were both drunk, almost blackout drunk, and Renju had the courage to finally say something about, can Date, like, house her? Like, make sure she's, well, living, going to school, blah, blah, all that stuff. Renju dealt with, like, the, important stuff, while Date just watched over her. I was busy then. Yeah, it was about that, and that's why she's living with us. We don't know specifically the reason behind what Renju said, but obviously we can be about, like, it's the divorce, he's constantly busy at Limnosgate, some maybe other criminal deeds, obviously also because Shoko and stuff, they were together, and Pooter and Renju apparently were lovers, so we have the deets, you don't have the connections about all of it, so We're not sure if there's a more hiring reason for it. We just know that. Marvel Monday. Much to consider, very.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
TV. Huh? Nice. Nothing? Yeah, I think nothing. Okay. Mom is pushing the droid Benito again. Information about the incident.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy. He came here last night.
Ota?
What?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well. Have you heard the rumor?
Mom told me a similar story to Aiba's about Sosajima in the Kawasaki district. Huh. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kawasaki district for 3 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen, almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Did So blow it up, or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero, but there's more to the story.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts.
The only thing I think of is that like the land that is on the diner is on is with them.
I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki. Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki.
What if the other Cyclops never died?
I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kawasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kawasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kawasaki will give new life to the city.
My childhood neighborhood got blown up by chemicals, so I'm going to create it into a casino. Yeah. Uh-huh.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kawasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off-limits. However, the air in Kawasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kawasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for $1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip. What were we talking about again?
Oh my god.
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Yes.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Oh, that's how you link it.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Hell no hell. Okay, Abyss headquarters. Some truth, but Abyss headquarters Monday 4:57 p.m. I returned to boss's office to report, but I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
I sat down on my usual seat and decided to wait for boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
There's one problem. Doesn't the current head of the Kumakuras like Aset? Yes. Very much so. You bet. Dead boss, dead boss.
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Boss's chair. Bags hanging on a rack. Shells, door, and entrance. Ooh, large key. Cabinet. AC vent. Cold air is blowing from the AC. Like it should. Rip. One ball. I mean, why would she have a tombstone in here? RC car. Nothing really. I guess there's nothing. Okay. Number... I don't trust Pooter in this escape plan. It makes no sense. To be precise, the image of I was sitting on the desk is being sent to my brain. Alright, what's the relationship between 89 and Shoko? What's number 89 real name? We don't know.
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Really? Didn't somewhere they say that he could have been a foreigner? As well?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
What about 89 and the new Cyclops serial killings? What's the relationship between 89 and Shoko?
Pewter claims that there were two culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves one culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
What's the relationship between 89 and Soko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Let's talk to 89.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it, but he's our last remaining loose end.
However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us.
No.
If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
After cutting through some red tape, number 89 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive, but for some reason, Boss never showed up. Police headquarters Monday, 8:56 p.m. Boss. And there's Pewter. Huh. I know the connection between Pewter and 89. Yeah, right. The only reason why Pewter even said number 89 is to get him in this situation.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day.
I had to change computers. Oh, noise. That's the only reason why Pewter would even want number 89 released. If he was a new Cyclops the old Cyclops killer, like, why would Pewter want him released? He only mentioned number 89 to get him released.
But I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Also, is your other computer okay, Nemois? See, we can't even look at Pewter right now. Pewter wants him free. We don't know why, but we know it isn't about Renju. Yeah. He told us to lie just to get 89 out, but why? That's what we're missing. Sitting in front of me. It was lagging, so I switched to my main. Ah, nice. What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't remember.
Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Do you know Shoko Nadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago.
Shoko. I know. Business partner, too. Shoko was with the Kumakuras and with 89 for a business endeavor? Scam?
One of the two Cyclops killers.
Who killed Shoko?
All right, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Really?
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice.
Let's take this slow. And reread every word.
Let's call him F.
F. Falco.
F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Whoa, how many was that? Was that 9?
The culprit was unarmed. But F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X.
X.
X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco. Named for the falcon, a bird of prey. Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco,
shrine.
who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him.
Hitomi.
He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him.
Obviously, whatever Hooter said to us is totally false, because in the Iris roots, Falco, as far as we know, Falco 89 was Iris's stepfather, uncle, as she said, and he dated Hitomi, everything like that. But from what Hooter said, he killed someone at 12, and he couldn't love because of dysfunction in his brain. None of this is adding up.
Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean?
He doesn't feel love at all, or in the way that we do. The only way he feels something is through murder, as far as what Pooter said.
Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Iris and Hitomi?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
Okay.
Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason.
Both their memories are mixing.
And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
An old friend. Maybe that was like the first time they ever used the sync machine and something went wrong. Silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Why did you stop?
Why did you stop?
I didn't expect Falco to be missing an eye. Yeah. Well, was that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
You mentioned a detective.
You mentioned a detective. What's the connection between that and Shoko? Hey, answer me.
Well, maybe it was just a failed Somnium of the good sync machine, right? The one that's like official, not the prototype.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later.
Then why do we miss an eye? That's 6 years ago. That's something maybe totally...
If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter. Yes?
Start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
The sink. Oh, here we go.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah.
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Let's begin.
Well, we don't know if he is or not. We did that before, yeah. We're not sure if he is or not. Still. From what we know, we don't know. This is... Oh.
Sup?
Hi.
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Come on.
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Then stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
Okay.
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to? What? not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Okay, the phone. They haven't made anything, I know. I hope
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
I hope there's one branch. Sinking in the curtain. Number 89 is hiding in the past. Number 89 is covered in a green membrane. I can't get close. 1. Winter Iris, a picture. That's about it, right? Yep, there's 3 things right off the bat.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
Pick smell. Smell.
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
A switch. But there are thorns around it.
Remove thorns, flip switch. Remove thorns.
An astute observation. I will do that. Ow! I can't pull them out. They sting me.
Well, guess we have to investigate without pulling them out.
If you're fine with whatever happens to my fingers.
Okay, how about the picture? There we go.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Fill out, remove.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
You don't have to go that far.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that.
Oh!
A phone.
Agent Date, you've got
Should I
5
pick
minutes.
it up?
Shut up, Pooter. Hang up, ignore. Hang up.
What the? I fainted.
Oh, really? But ignore, but 60 seconds.
It won't stop ringing. It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Wine.
I guess it worked?
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Liquid.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Jump in, lick, smell, stick hand in. Stick hand in.
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something.
A cork.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
Okay, a book. We still have the switch. Yeah. We have the book now.
A book?
Read tear. Read or tear. So they're both 6 seconds. Well, 12, so read.
F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
Yeah.
F for Falco?
You gotta tear it, don't you?
A book.
Yeah, let's increase the time, why don't we?
Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might. We're getting closer.
Oh my god.
It's ringing again. What should I do?
Pick up, hang up, ignore. Ignore. I don't think that's gonna work again. Oh my god, yes.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Threaten him with money. Though, knowing who would call would answer something if it's important.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
So now there's 2 books.
A book.
Rip and tear.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian. A book. Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
Ooh, the pot?
You
The
have
ceiling
3
fan.
minutes, Date.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Huh. Wow. Wow. Where drinks smell heat? Drink.
What is this anyway?
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gag.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine. I'll have a sip.
Oh my god, that is not a sip.
Iba? Hey, Iba! Iba!
Thank you for the delicious soup.
Snake.
What kind of soup was it?
Elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant. What is that?
So?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Close curtain, poke eye. Ignore, pour lemon juice. That takes 108 seconds. Ignore it, oh my god. Poke eye, close it. Yeah, I know.
It left.
Alright.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kinda cute.
You are insane.
And there's Hitomi.
What? That's...
Hitomi?
Oh, easy. There's a skull in a book, but also Hitomi.
It's Hitomi.
It was clearly Falco's? I saw so only because of all the wrinkles. Talk to her, hug her, kiss her, touch her.
A book.
Tear, read.
It's Hitomi.
Touch her.
Where?
Well, maybe her...
Her stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now? Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Okay. That could mean two things right now.
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Not the time, Dante.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
Huh.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
It's Hitomi.
Talk to her.
Understood. Hey, Hitomi! Hitomi! No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else.
But... fawning...
Let it go.
Let it go. Alright.
It's Hitomi.
Maybe the books we have to... Maybe we have to do the books.
A book. Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different.
Okay, we gotta do the books. It just expanded.
A book.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
Alright. Guess it's nothing then.
Skull.
A skull. I do not see the body.
Oh, look at that. The left eye is bloody. Or the left eye socket. Kiss, check, throw. It's our skull. Kiss, check, talk, throw. Throw.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Dead? It's a hunk of calcium.
All right. Sorry about this.
Okay, good.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Okay, we've done everything there.
It's Hitomi. It's a ceiling fan.
Oh, the ceiling fan is
like
green.
A giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Yeah, I need one.
Oh, right.
A blow on, headbutt, hold on, throw something. Blow on, headbutt, throw something. Time, I know. We gotta consider headbutt, throw something. Blow on. Throw something.
Something like this? Take this!
Nope.
Ugh!
I can't use timies if there's a negative one. It's forcing me to use that one all the time.
Do not me. Be more careful.
Sorry.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
It's a ceiling
So use a
fan.
small, yeah. I wasn't sure. Hold on. Hold on. Math. Who wants to do math? Oh, that did shit.
It's a ceiling fan.
Blow on. I don't
Blow
know.
on it. Ah.
Ha, wow.
Oh.
What?
Who's that?
What do I do?
Open, shut up, ignore, lock. Ignore.
Iba, wake up!
What happened? My body is heavy.
That did nothing? We're done. Lock. That's the least amount of time. We might need to start over.
Stop right there!
Boss? Wow, 1 second. Curtain, the other side of the black curtain. Oh, what the? Very, 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 very concerning. Is everyone linked to the Kumakuras? Maybe that's why Pooter betrayed us.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered. He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
What?
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
He could be lying. He could definitely be lying if he's gonna betray us here and escape with 89. Can this chair move over like 1 inch? There we go.
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I very much question Pooter. Yeah.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea. Not here. Where is she?
Your body has been found? Now, yeah, the something earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago.
What the hell is going on?
Yep.
What is going on? Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89?
And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss. Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen.
That's true.
Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
This is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. Bags on the wall. No, not probably a clue. Nothing I'm looking for there. Sure.
I got it. I found it. This must be the key to solving the mystery.
Good work, Date. Now you only need to find the giant keyhole.
Maybe it isn't relevant.
Damn it, Boss. Hiding something from me. I could beat her over the head with that tombstone.
Body has been found. Rip.
Boss loves her wine. Maybe she got drunk and went to Hitomi's house for some reason.
You sound drunk yourself.
Maybe she was a fisherman in a past life.
Why would that matter?
Hey, I know you're hiding something, Mario.
No, I'm not hiding anything.
But he is the guy. What? I trust him? Oh my god.
I know. Boss must be radio controlled. She's a robot who was programmed to show up at Hitomi's house.
Date, calm down.
These are great.
The hint is the Tanuki statue. It must be a cryptogram, some kind of wordplay hint.
Well, what is the hint?
Okay, maybe the Tanuki has nothing to do with it. Man. Yodoshis needs to be checked if he's talking. No, he actually has a voice thing in him. A recording.
Maybe something is inside this shogi piece.
I looked with the X-ray mode, but did not discover anything.
Or not, because I mean, we talked to a pond and there was a merman. Oh, hey everybody, I'm a merman. X-ray mode? I mean, probably in the desk.
Look, Date! Handsome young men!
Why are you getting excited? Have you always been down here? Maybe you've overheard some of Boss's secrets.
Figure, no answer.
Maybe I'll sync with you.
Date, if you don't take this more seriously, I will end you.
Alright.
Maybe this clock means something.
Like what? I would appreciate it if you exercised thought before opening your mouth.
Computer, there we go.
Aiba, can you hack this PC?
Is that just us?
I will try.
Hacking. Hacking complete.
Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
That is...
Sosajima. Why? Why? Boss?
Oh, damn it! Damn it! Come on, game! Oh, come on! Oh my god, I cannot. Really? Really? Are you kidding me, game? Locked. Classified. Are you fucking kidding me? You have to play all the routes I do. In 89 Somnium, Date saw Hitomi getting shot by Rohan and then Boss. While was Boss there, Date confronted Peter to ask him about Boss's whereabouts. Peter told Date the corpse of the Sosajima was found with his left eye torn out. It must have been the same killer that they were hunting. Date went to Boss's area. Date found his Boss's... okay. I want to make sure it's all there. My god. Really? We gotta go back to this. Oh my god, I can't, I am tired. And I am hungry. I don't want to end this. I'm not saying definitely, but what if Boss is the other Cyclops killer? I mean, what we don't know is how Abyss got started. This could have been a whole thing where it's just like they got like some government funded like after all the research. From what you're saying, the Moise, if they were the Cyclops killer, they might have used those women to sync with them, but each time they died. Maybe that was them just trying to figure out what goes on in the brain. And how can we, I don't know. This is some Inception shit right here. Where it's just like, how can we change someone's mind without them thinking that we changed their mind? It has to come from their own subconscious that they had the same idea and thoughts. I've been thinking that for a while, but doubtful. Mostly because the eye timing. Yeah, I know, it's doubtful. Doesn't hold, but... so far, none of this stuff has made sense. We are now 50 more questions in, only 5 answered. So... let's begin sync. I assume you can't sync with dead body. Their eye were missing. Was it missing afterwards? Yeah, the eye timing, like you said. Maybe they died while in the sync machine. They might have died while in the sync machine. That would make maybe they caused some sort of, I'm gonna say it, mental shutdown like fucking Persona, and then their eye was removed. All right. That's gonna be it for today, though. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight.